Previously on Thoughts on Things.
I would be a matador.
He just turns and whispers to you, like, "You are a wizard."
If a cat was as big as a dog, or had the ability to work in teams, or had the ability to, like, make things, like, had thumbs, we would all be dead. If you discovered aliens, then there is a very good chance that
especially
you were
if
also
you
killed by
discovered
the
them
aliens.
in like some really embarrassing situation.
Just stop. Dude.
You're getting like...
And now to continue.
It's alright. It's alright.
Okay, moving on. Lizards.
It's okay to cry. Lizards?
Hold on. It just says lizards.
Alright, well let's talk about lizards.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking about Timmy. It's
what's
really
your...
emotional.
He's in a better place. What's your favorite lizard?
That's a good question. Probably
Like the dog. Don't forget the dog.
Oh crap! Right. Okay. Well, look at that little suspended piece of fur. Okay. Iguanas. I would say. Just
well, yeah.
like more because it's I don't really have any experience with lizards, but I do have experience with saying names of lizards.
Oh.
And in that experience, I've learned that iguanas are like right there, right at the top, in terms of saying words, like words that are fun to say.
Well then. Okay, well, actually, I actually know why she put lizards down in this paper. Because we have an inside joke. When we went to Italy, we discovered that there are lizards just like literally all over Italy. Just like wild lizards just running around. Kind of like gecko things.
They just do that in like an episode of The Simpsons or something.
I don't know.
Like Bart bring... No, that was frogs to Australia.
No, but there are just lizards everywhere in Italy. Like all over the place. And so yeah, so these lizards... We tried desperately to catch one. It was like our main goal in Italy was to
Imagine
catch
the
one
airport
of these
ride
lizards.
back though, the customs officer. So what are you declaring? It's like, we got, little
lizards,
little food, some wood stuff. Sir, your bag is making noises, it's moving around. Yeah, it's just a lizard we got.
Lizards don't make noises.
Could
Tiny
make noises.
These lizards are like this big.
What if you also had like something that made a noise in your bag and the lizard was like using it?
Like what? What do I have?
I don't know, like...
What do you bring on your
I
trips?
bring those boom whacker things. What if the lizard was using like my boom
How would the
whackers?
lizard learn how to use the boom whackers?
You don't know. Lizards
Your
don't know how to
argument
use
is
boom
flawed
whackers.
from the foundation up. Okay, but anyway, so we desperately tried to catch these lizards. We wanted a lizard. It would be so cool. And actually, eventually we did end up catching one, but it kind of got into my clothes and like...
That sounds
classic.
like something
Yeah, I
from
know.
like Three Stooges.
Yeah, I know,
like
but
slapstick.
I'm not joking.
Were people
It
like
happened.
trying to hit where the lizard was and
No,
it moved and it like...
I don't get that. Like, then you just got a squished lizard inside your clothes.
That's true, actually. Never
Yeah,
considered
anyway, but my other sister,
that. Pretty gross.
Elsa, she was not getting into the whole lizard vibe. So at random points during
Like,
the
throw
trip,
lizards at her?
we would jump out behind corners, go like this, and just shout "lizards" and then run away.
You guys sound like you have fun.
Yeah, it was.
Did you also enjoy like
good
flipping the light switches up and down really fast?
Only like 17 times, otherwise my family dies.
Pretty good. Okay, angel or star on top of the tree? That's not really relevant. It's up to you. I'm not gonna be the one.
We don't preach.
I'm not gonna be the one to tell you how to live your life. Okay.
You go out there. You are a strong, independent woman who don't need no star or angel.
Unless if you want a star.
Unless you want a star.
In which case,
It's pretty much up
whatever.
to you.
You can make your
The
own
tree is your oyster.
Also, real or fake tree?
You definitely want the real tree.
You gotta go with the real tree. Like,
Unless...
I've always had a fake tree, just because like I have a cat that might like.
What?
I don't want him to eat a real tree. I don't know.
My
That's a
cat.
lame
I've had
excuse,
two
actually.
different cats.
Well,
Neither
maybe
of-
that's why.
Neither of them have eaten a tree.
Oh, maybe the first one did.
You're an ass.
Okay, no. No, I've had a fake tree. I kind of wanted a real tree, but it's also just like, it's more of a hassle,
You know
right?
what you know what the issue is? Yeah, if you're in like university and you've got like a little, you're not gonna go get a tree.
No,
You gotta get the fake tree.
you gotta get like a little like Charlie Brown one.
Yeah, but if you got like a family that cleans up things for you, then you gotta
That's
get the
true.
real tree.
Well, all right, that's a fresh perspective.
Yeah.
Moving right along, scare cams, mean or funny?
Pretty funny.
That could be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I like more slap
If
cams.
cats could talk, we actually touched about that.
Wow.
It would. That's really funny. It's weird how most of our conversations just go to cats.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
Cats would lie behind your back about you.
They would just
to
say
all of
mean
your
things.
friends. They would like cyberbully you. Cats
Don't give your cat your laptop.
don't, because they don't need thumbs to like hit keys.
They would just bother
Kinda
you.
shocking to see what they,
They
think
would
of you.
they would if you brought a date home, they would just tell all the most embarrassing stories.
They would.
They'd be like, "Oh, remember that time you crapped your pants?"
They're kind of like my grandma does that.
Really?
Not crap your pants, but I remember I brought one of my girlfriend. Like I was a long distance thing. Basically, one of my girlfriends and her parents had to meet my grandma briefly. And my grandma, she's like a landlady of this apartment complex, and she told a story that I'd heard for the first time in my life about how apparently like a couple of drug dealers used to live in the building, and there's like blood stains or something. So
It's a scary story, actually.
yeah, no, they were. That's my ex-girlfriend, by the way. So yeah.
All right, well,
That
let's
Cats,
move on to the
cats
next.
will act like grandmothers,
And that's strange.
but without the food. Okay, we
Alright.
already did this one. If you were to grow a mustache, what kind would you grow?
Definitely like full on.
Like caterpillar.
No, I'd get like the
The
Breaking Bad. Yeah, like whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
All right.
But although I'd
I
also
might
look
get,
like
like-
I'd also look like our math teacher, Mr. Campbell, which would be a little weird.
That's true.
He's got the Breaking Bad thing going on.
I haven't thought about that. He also kind of looks like an owl, but like a kind owl.
Does he?
A little.
I don't know. I think he looks more like a.
I would go with the Italian circus performer, just like the really, like the extravagant.
Oh yeah.
If I could do that,
Just
just
snidely whiplash.
just because then I would take a photo of myself with it, and then just shave it off. But I just have the photo, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's fake. Do that." I'm like, "No, that's
No. This
real
is me.
mustache. My face was like this."
Okay, but let's get back to Mr. Campbell looking like an owl.
He does look like
He
an
doesn't
owl.
look like an owl.
He does.
If anything, he looks
You know
like
what?
a.
We're going to attach a photo. I don't know if we are actually, but we might attach a photo of Mr. Campbell, and you can be the judge.
Pretty sure that's illegal without his permission, no? Also, where would I get a photo of Mr. Campbell?
You could take a photo of Mr. Campbell.
It's gonna be
Mr. Campbell's fun.
It's gonna be so weird.
That would actually.
But I'm
Okay.
probably not gonna put
Take
that
my
up.
word for it. He looks like an owl.
No, if anything, he looks like a meerkat, which looks nothing like an owl.
He looks like an owl.
No,
He always appears over your shoulder. And
he acts like an owl. I'm not gonna deny it.
okay, well maybe that's why. Like I get in my head owl, and it just like I see him act like an owl, and so I think in my head that he looks like an owl.
He doesn't look like an owl though. He's a nice guy though. All right, moving on.
What's up, Mr. Campbell?
Hey.
Are bow ties cool? Yes.
Yeah, that's a stupid
Next question.
All
Last
this is,
question. Would you rather be a ninja or a samurai?
I am a samurai.
I'm pretty sure only one samurai has ever not died. Like,
True.
there's one samurai who retired alive because every other samurai just got killed,
Yeah.
possibly by this one guy. So I would say
He was
ninja
prolific.
just because I wouldn't.
Then again, when a ninja fails his mission, he has to kill himself.
Well, you wouldn't fail your
You'd
mission.
have to be
You're
really-
a ninja.
Plus, like, their training is but also samurai training is ridiculous. I wouldn't rather. I'd actually probably not want to be either one because both of their lives suck.
Yeah, because you like mortality rate. It's right up there.
It's not. You don't live long.
You're like, you think being a working.
If you could be anyone though,
desk job is rough.
from like a famous
Samurais,
samurai,
they have it rough.
you whining about your 401k and your little cubicle.
Yeah, when you make a mistake, you don't get your head chopped off.
Go slit your belly.
Think about that. That's kind of gross.
Real
actually.
hashtag real talk.
No, you have to hashtag.
No, it's not like this. It's like
Yeah.
this. Yeah, I don't know what. You're just copying that like grandmother from those Rogers
She
commercials.
was copying it
where
from
she-
real
Where
life.
she was like hashtag real life my homies, and then I don't get those commercials. Do you get those commercials?
They just want to appear cool.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you know what? I bet you the youth could really identify with this grandmother talking.
I do use a lot of hashtags
On the street.
though. I am sort of like a hashtag guy.
I'm not really a hashtag guy.
You-
Yeah, I haven't
You
noticed-
you're a social hashtagger,
well, that's I suppose.
but just among company.
Yeah, I guess I say like
Alright.
hashtag now and then, but I mean, okay, no, but as I was saying,
The first step to recovery is like, identifying you have a problem.
oh yeah, what are the other steps, Mr. Expert?
Well, there's getting better, and then identifying you've gotten better, and then celebrating, and then relapsing. And you can just repeat that. a
And
few
that's
times.
Owen's 5. Was that 5?
4 or 5. That's
Yeah.
how to live your life. Wait, no, I thought we weren't going to tell them how to.
No, yeah.
Just do whatever.
That's how to get their life better. It's different. We're like,
That's how
we're
to-
basically Dr. Phil.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, I've tried to ask you this 3 times now.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure the viewers are upset as well. Like, Owen, you and your shit. Anyway. If you could be I remember.
Okay.
If you could be a person from any time that wasn't this time and couldn't be the future,
Oh.
because that's just cheap. Well, when and where and who and why and how?
You just want to throw in a few other question words? I don't know.
Buzzwords.
Yeah. I feel like it would be cool. That's a good question, actually. If I could be anyone from history. I don't know. I'm a sports guy, right? I
Yeah.
kind of, I feel like if I was one of the guys who, won the first Stanley Cup, that'd be cool. Like, one of the
Oh,
guys on
that'd
that
be cool.
team. That'd be pretty cool.
We're
'cause
Canadian, by the way.
We are. Hockey. Well, Canada lost to hockey, actually.
Really? Did we lose to Sweden?
We lost to Finland. Then
We
again.
lost to Finland?
Yeah. Then again to Russia.
Who loses to Finland?
Finland's pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
I think
but-
they were winning the gold medal game.
We're
So.
better than that. Stupid Finland. I thought we'd lose to, like, Russia,
Let's go.
maybe.
Well, we did lose to Russia.
Well, but that's acceptable.
Well,
It's
get them
Russia.
at curling, though.
Nobody...
No one touches our curlers. We're
I don't know. How are the Russian curlers?
they're all drunk.
That's so racist.
Well, I don't
Sorry,
know.
Russians. That the views expressed by Owen are not the views expressed by Owen and Dario.
I actually have a few
Incorporated.
Russian friends, actually. So
Yeah.
I do have evidence. to
Doesn't
support
matter. And actually, I have a story that Christy always tells us about her Russian
drunk
coach.
Russians.
Yeah.
It's drunk evidence. Okay.
It's wrong.
Circumstantial, but it's still evidence. Anyways, what about you? If you could be anyone from history.
You didn't choose. Oh yeah, you chose the Stanley Cup guy.
Yeah.
Probably some sort of like Roman dignitary. Just because.
Had to remember what the second half of the word was there.
Yeah. Just because they knew how to live, man. It was like
They get like the grapes.
Yeah.
I just want to do that, actually.
they were just so.
I'll just be a
rich.
Roman dignitary.
They could
just
do
to have
anything.
someone feed me grapes.
I've never had some. Have I had? I'm
I don't
pretty
know,
sure.
but if you're like
Actually, I'm pretty sure I've
suspended,
had someone
and
feed
then
me
someone
grapes.
is like
very
suspending
nice.
grapes over, like I feel like that's.
How do you eat grapes
I
like
don't
that?
know.
though?
That's the way to eat grapes, though.
It's a little.
It's the way
Yeah.
to eat grapes. There's no other. Well, there's a few other ways.
I thought you never ate that way though. How do you know?
It's the way.
Okay, what's your favorite?
All the Roman dignitaries are doing it.
All right then.
Okay,
That your favorite way of feeding grapes?
it is.
Suspended?
No, have someone else suspended.
Have someone else.
And then like also a couple.
What if it's like a
fan
big
bearers.
hairy dude?
No, I wouldn't. No, it wouldn't be a big hairy.
So
dude.
false.
It would be like a couple of the tens that I talked about for what my accomplishment could be. Be one of those. Anyways,
Romans, you guys got it good.
they did. Well, a lot of them didn't actually. 'Cause they
Yeah,
had
actually,
the
yeah, the whole gladiator
Colosseum
thing
gladiator.
and the plebs.
Yeah.
But the dignitaries.
They had it swell.
Yeah.
Anyways, this video is kind of dragging on, and we're just like, we're not really talking about anything anymore. We're just kind of sitting here.
Yeah, we've covered our things.
Covered
Those were our thoughts on things. If you want to
Tune in.
send us your thoughts,
If you want to send us some things, actually, we'll share our thoughts on them.
yeah, so post them in the comments section.
Mhm.
And don't forget, subscribe.
Like this video if you like this video, because that's simply logical. Like Dario said, if you
Yeah.
really enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe. We'll be making new ones every now and then. Yeah, I guess we'll see you next time.
Stay classy, San Diego.
Blatant copyright infringement.